Welcome to Starship TV. In this biography we cover the remarkable Christian life, service and travels of St. Francis Xavier. St. Francis Xavier, missionary to the East. Early life and education. Francis Xavier was born on April 7, 1506, in the Kingdom of Navarre, now part of modern-day Spain. He came from a noble Basque family, and was the youngest son in a large household. He received a classical education, and later studied at the University of Paris, where he earned a Master of Arts degree. It was during his time in Paris that he met Ignatius of Loyola, a fellow Spaniard whose spiritual vision would profoundly influence Xavier's life. Joining the Society of Jesus. Ignatius of Loyola, a former soldier turned religious reformer, invited Francis Xavier to join a group of like-minded men who were committed to a life of poverty, chastity, and service to God. After much personal reflection, Xavier accepted. In 1534, along with Ignatius and 5 others, he took vows in the chapel of Montmartre in Paris. This marked the founding of the Society of Jesus, or the Jesuits. Xavier was ordained a priest in 1537. Missionary work begins. The Jesuits quickly gained the support of the Pope, and their missionary zeal led to assignments across Europe and beyond. In 1540, King John III of Portugal requested Jesuit missionaries for his overseas colonies. Ignatius chose Francis Xavier to undertake this mission. Xavier departed Lisbon in 1541, arriving in Goa, on the west coast of India in 1542. India and Southeast Asia. In Goa, Xavier ministered to Portuguese settlers, and worked to reform the clergy. He soon traveled along the southern coast of India converting thousands, especially among the Parava fishing communities. Xavier emphasized the teaching of basic Christian doctrine, and translated prayers into local languages. From India he sailed to Malacca in modern-day Malaysia, and the Maluku Islands, also known as the Spice Islands, in present-day Indonesia, where he continued to preach and baptize, often enduring difficult journeys and unfamiliar cultures. His work helped lay the foundations of Christian communities that still exist in parts of Southeast Asia. Journey to Japan. In 1549, Francis Xavier embarked on one of his most ambitious missions, bringing Christianity to Japan, a country then largely unknown to Europeans. He landed in Kagoshima and spent over 2 years traveling and preaching. Despite language barriers and suspicion from local authorities, Xavier made significant inroads. He adapted his approach to Japanese culture, emphasizing education and philosophical dialogue. He found particular success in Kyoto and Yamaguchi, where he gained the support of local lords. Final voyage, and death. Hoping to reach China, Xavier left Japan in 1551 and returned to Goa. He made plans to enter China, where Christianity was prohibited, but was unable to secure official permission. In 1552, while waiting on the island of Shangchuan, off the southern coast of China, he fell ill and died on December 3 at the age of 46. He was buried temporarily on the island, and later his remains were transferred to Goa, where they remain in the Basilica of Bom Jesus. Legacy. Francis Xavier is remembered as one of the greatest missionaries in Christian history. His work opened the door for future Jesuit missions throughout Asia. He was canonized in 1622, along with Ignatius of Loyola. Today, he is honored as the patron saint of missions and missionaries. His life exemplifies the Jesuit ideals of education, cultural adaptation, and unwavering dedication to spreading the Christian faith. You're watching Starship TV. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow.